Positive Cold Steel. As you can see, last time we healed up. Now we're getting ready to go face the first boss battle. So y'all ready for this? Let's do this. Here and now.
Hey, are we...
Looks like we are. That definitely seems to be the exit.
Hi, Brittany Acosta, my lovely fiance.
I can see the sunlight streaming in, so I'm guessing we're
Unless
finally
that's
clear.
my daughter, Marissa.
Ugh, this was a complete waste of time. Pointless busy work at best. Considering the school's esteemed founder, I was expecting more of a challenge, but nothing here posed even a modest threat.
Did we even fight the same enemies? I feel like I've been stretched to my limits. What was all that business about Class 7 anyway?
Good question. We've got people here from different backgrounds, classes,
I just
even
glitched.
cultures. Is there some sort of secret agenda with this whole Class 7 thing that we just don't know yet?
What's that?
There.
The statue?
What the heck is that?
A gargoyle come to life? What sorcery is this?
Alright, let's kick ass. You want some? Come get some.
Are monsters like this common in the Empire?
Not outside of old wives' tales, they aren't.
This thing's cutting off our only route to the surface. No choice. We have to fight it.
Right.
Finally, an opponent worthy of my skill.
Helios, help us. This looks tough. Careful!
Go!
Which is good because
Ha!
I want to use arts on this.
Give it up, everyone!
Very well.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go! All right, let's do this! Leave it to me!
It's my turn. Arcus, activate.
My turn. Arcus, activate!
Take this!
Yeah.
My turn! Arcus, activate!
Leave it to me. Take this! Huh.
I'll handle this.
Alright, we're gonna use the idol, we're gonna use the battle scope.
Yeah.
Stone Gargoyle is spoken of in Erebonian legends. Its sturdy body repels physical attacks.
Good night!
Go! Focus. Activate.
Leave it to me.
Very well.
My turn! Give it up, everyone!
My turn.
Alright, now we can basically use physical attacks.
There.
It's my turn.
Very well.
Here we go. There.
My turn! Ignite!
All right.
My turn.
My turn.
It's my turn.
My turn!
I'll handle this.
My turn. All right, let's do this.
I'll handle this. Very well. Impossible.
It's my turn.
Take this.
I suppose I should thank you.
Here we go.
Leave it to me.
There. Here we go. There.
I'll handle this.
All right.
How pathetic.
All right!
Well, that should be the end of it.
No, it's down but not out.
That's one hell of a second wind.
I can appreciate a certain degree of tenacity, but this thing needs to just die.
Right?
It's no use. We're too spent to go another round with it. Guess I No choice. I'll have to.
Stand back!
You made it!
You've certainly got some good timing.
Seems like you're all okay at least.
I'm sorry we took so long.
You're here, and that's what counts.
So, a gargoyle, is it? I didn't expect to find the Dark Ages alive and well down here. It doesn't seem like it'll go down easily.
Indeed. It's brushing us off as though we barely even scratched it.
But with this many of us, we can just find an opening?
Fine. I guess I'll help out.
Looks like you started the party without me.
You?
Releasing limiter. Take this! Break shot!
An opening!
Go!
Fire!
Now!
This one's mine! Ah!
Talking about killing it.
It's...
We did it!
I think that's the end of it.
Well, I mean, do you see the
At the
monster?
very least, that creature doesn't seem like he'll be coming back for a rematch anytime soon.
What happened there anyway? Right at the end of the battle...
Now that you mention it, I did feel something wash over me for just a second there.
It was like each of us were engulfed in some faint blue light.
What?
I did notice something as we fought. Perhaps it was just the blur of combat, but I felt like I could see everyone's movements in precise detail.
I don't think it was just your imagination.
Agreed. I have a feeling what we just experienced was...
The biggest selling point of the almighty Arcus? Give this man a prize. Looks like friendship and teamwork saved the day once again. I'm so proud of you guys.
They don't like each other, but yet they stand next to each other. That makes no sense.
Anyway, that about finishes up today's special orienteering exercise. Aw, what's with the long faces? I thought you'd all be happy.
What are we supposed to be happy about?
I have so many questions, I'm not even sure where to start.
Oh?
I'll take a stab at it. What exactly is the purpose behind this Class 7?
I mean, we get that it's supposed to be some sort of melting pot that includes a broad cross-section of people.
But why were the 9 of us chosen in particular?
That is a valid question. There's no single monolithic reason why you all made the list. But if I had to name a major contributing factor, it'd be those Arcus orbments you've got there.
How so?
Well, like I explained earlier, the Arcus units are developed jointly by the Epstein Foundation and the Reinford Company. Like any battle orbment, they let you use arcs, and these have communication functionality built right in. But their crowning feature is what's known as combat linking. That's the phenomenon you all experienced just now.
So that's what that was.
Seems like a pretty apt term. It did feel like we were all connected somehow.
Precisely. Doesn't take a genius to imagine how much of an advantage a feature like that would be on a real battlefield. An elite unit that can sense each other's movements, acting in perfect sync even in the most chaotic conditions. You can hardly put a price on that. It could bring about a revolution in the way wars are fought.
It does sound rather...
Idealistic.
Well, yeah, the technology has its limits. Some have a natural aptitude for it, others just don't. And And out of this year's fresh batch of bright-eyed students, the 9 of you turned out to have the highest aptitude. And since aptitude trumps background in Class 7, well... here you are.
I see.
But what gives us this aptitude, though, as compared to our peers? It just seems so random.
What indeed? As promised, if any of you have objections to being in this class, speak now, or forever hold your peace. I think that pretty much covers the hows and whys of your situation.
My turn. Okay. Then go watch TV.
But this program isn't cheap to run, so we're not about to force anyone into it if they don't want to be here. You should also be aware that Class 7's curriculum will be tougher than any other class's coursework. Just fair warning. So now you know. And that leaves you all with an important decision to make. Will you stick with Class 7 or not? Oh, if you opt out, you'll just be placed in the class you would have been assigned to otherwise. There's no pressure. Nobles will land in Class 1 or 2, commoners in 3, 4, or 5. It's still just the first day, so there's no real catching up you'd have to do. I'm sure you'd fit in just fine.
I'll do it. Whatever Class 7 has to throw at me, I'm game.
Oh, wait, what?
Just like that?
So you're the first, then. You seem pretty sure about it. Any particular reason?
Not really. I just feel like I've put my family out asking them to send me to this school. So, if it gives me more to show for my time here, I'll take whatever opportunities come my way.
Yeah!
A noble sentiment.
Count me in as well. The greater the challenge, the more I can push myself to excel. One can't hone a blade without grit, after all.
True.
Let's make it 3. Considering how far I came to attend this school, it'd be silly to back down before I even started.
Well, looks like we've got the country's strongest freshman on board, and our foreign exchange student, too. Any more takers?
Allow me to take part as well. I was only able to come because of the school's generosity, so I feel it's my duty to help in any way I can.
Sign me up too! I kind of feel like fate brought us here for a reason, you know? And you all seem pretty easy to get along with.
And that's a yes from our 2 Orbital staff testers. Though I feel compelled to remind you, your weapons are still in the prototype stage. So on top of your other work, I'll be expecting reports from both of you.
Of course.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
Let me join too.
Huh?
Oh, there's a surprise. I was almost certain your rebellious streak would see you opt out just on general principle.
It does bother me that you've got us using these Arcus units that are still pretty clearly in development. But if I let every little nitpick like that hold me back, I'd never amount to much.
Words to live by right there. And that brings us to an even 6. Now, what about you, Fee?
Don't really care either way. You can choose.
Not this time. This is one call you're gonna have to make for yourself. That was the deal, remember? You need to take control of your own life.
Fine, I'm in.
Well, at least you committed. We've got a magnificent 7 now. Which leaves just the 2 of you. I can see you got issues with each other, but that doesn't mean you can't at least try to work together. Why, if you just look past your differences and embrace the joys of youth, I'm sure you'll become the best of friends.
Like hell we will! The exploitation of the common people by the aristocracy is a blight on every facet of Erebonian life. Unless something is done about it, this country has no future.
I appreciate your candor, but I don't think you're going to achieve much by lecturing me about it.
Well, at least that makes this simple. I, Eustace Alborea, claim my place as a member of Class 7.
Huh?
Why? You're the son of a duke! Just the thought of being in the same class as commoners should make you sick.
I'll thank you not to tell me how I'm supposed to feel. As far as the House of Alborea is concerned, there's little difference between other nobles and commoners. Besides, this should at least ensure I won't have fools flitting about every day trying to win my favor. That said, I have little interest in getting drawn into your petty arguments on a daily basis either. I think it would be prudent for us to go our separate ways. I'm certain we can at least agree on this, no?
I don't need some pompous ass who coasts through life on his father's coattails telling me what to do. I'm in. Come hell or high water. You might have had your successes spoon-fed to you up to now, but no outmoded class system is going to hand you trophies anymore.
We'll see about that.
Man.
They're going to be like this pretty much all year, aren't they?
Sure seems that way. I wouldn't bet on them ever seeing eye to eye.
Oh.
The pots shouldn't be too hard on the kettles.
Give a guy a break.
Well, how about that? 9 out of 9. With that, I'd like to congratulate all of you on being the first ever Class 7. I hope you keep those high spirits all year, because with the workload we've got planned for you, you'll need it.
Yay, workload, school life. Woohoo! Kill me now.
Well, I wasn't expecting Class 7 to turn out quite as diverse as this. It certainly promises to be an interesting year.
Yes, it will.
You took the words right out of my mouth. But perhaps this too is the divine providence of the goddess, no?
How do you mean?
Seeing them there, I feel they have the potential to be the light we seek. A light that can break through the storm clouds that continue to build over our nation day by day.
He has that much faith in me. Theme song and it's really good. There's just no lyrics to it, so we're just singing to it. I don't wanna be here anymore in this world. It's so lost that I feel like I'm failing it. I'm just making up shit as I go along to the song. But everybody else can make up their own versions too. Oh, I love making up words to Japanese songs. grand opening. That is the end of the prologue. Continue. April 17th. Yo, my name. Oh, wait. I'll wait until there's done. My name's Rain, and what the heck? I'll take my sword and cut your neck. I'm not backing down because I have friends. I don't know nothing about the Jeffersons. I'm from Erebonia. So. All these bad guys. Oh, wait. Some people may suck, but bad guys just blow.
Time to get going.
I changed the little Kurt Angle hip-hop thing that he did.
Oh, Green!
Morning, Elliot.
Good morning. Are you heading to school now, too? How about we walk there together?
Sure.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
getting late, though, so we might need to pick up the pace a little.
No problem. I'm guessing everyone else left already, huh?
I think so. I'm not sensing anyone else on this floor, at least. Gaius in particular is probably long gone by now, being the early riser he is.
Oh, okay then. He's not sensing anyone? What does that mean exactly?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning! Are you two on your way to school?
Yeah. Come on, Emma. We're going to be late. Hey, wait for me, Lisa. We'll see you in class.
That's what happens when you're in love.
I never would have guessed she'd hold a grudge this long. She knows it was just an accident, right? She has to. Can't believe she'd be so sensitive.
Really, Elliot? That was sensitive. That was insensitive.
No kidding. She's not even giving me a chance to apologize to her.
Well, as long as you keep trying, I'm sure she'll understand. Eventually. Class 7's got enough tension as it is. With our two, prideful warriors at each other's throats. So I think it would be a load off everyone's mind if you and Elisa could make up at least.
Make up? Make out. Aha!
I'll certainly do what I can.
Wink, wink.
Whatever that may be.
By the way, I did shave my head, as you can see. I'm bald-headed.
These past 2 weeks have really flown by, haven't they? It's funny. I went into this thinking combat practice would be the toughest part of the curriculum. Never would have guessed the academic side of things might give it a run for its money.
Well, strong in body and mind is pretty firmly embedded into Imperial culture. I do get what you mean, though. I figured I'd be able to coast through the year, but I've had to very quickly reevaluate that.
You too, huh? I wish I were as smart as Machias or Emma. They don't seem to be having any problems at all. But then, Emma got the top score on the entrance exam, and I'll bet you anything Machias wasn't far behind.
I'm sure. Eustace and Elisa are apparently doing really well too. As are Laura and Gaius.
Really? Guess I'm just gonna have to suck it up then. Though I really do hope they don't mind.
Huh? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, sorry. You got me thinking about Eustace and Laura. I've been talking to them the same way I talk to everybody else, but they're both nobles, right? And Eustace's family rules over the whole eastern side of the Empire, so it...
Well, they both said it was okay, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Though you probably shouldn't go picking fights with Eustace every chance you get. Like a certain someone else.
Oh, I don't plan on it. I'd hoped they'd get along a bit better over time, but if anything, things seem to be spiraling downhill fast on that end. When the two of them are in the same room, there's just this constant tension in the air.
It's not all Machias either. Eustace seems to enjoy provoking him at every opportunity. I can't even imagine what it would take to make them see eye to eye at this point.
Yeah, I wish there was something we could do to help them get along. And that's where we'd be if we weren't in Class 7. Dormitory number 2, for all the common folk like us.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? I'm still kind of shocked that Class 7 gets to have its own dormitory. Though, to be fair, I think that building was abandoned till this year. Seems like they renovated it just for us.
Well, they did a good job. It's got a nice feel to it. I just wish it were a little closer to the academy.
Hey, you're in our way. Step aside once.
Dick. Dick face.
Class 7, you see.
Is something the matter?
You're just a ragtag bunch of nobodies, aren't you? Come on, we're leaving.
Yes, Patrick! A word of advice. You might be part of a special class, but that doesn't change who you are. Never forget your place.
Okay, and remember, y'all are all talk, so you can talk about it or you can do something about it. And if you want some, you can come get some.
So they're from one of the upper classes. This is why I hate talking to them.
Unfortunately, that attitude is all too common among the nobles. Thank goodness Laura and Eustace aren't like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad. That's the infamous dormitory number 1, where all the nobility lives. It's supposed to be super fancy inside, with maids and butlers and everything.
Wow, really? Guess that's our cue to pick up the pace.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, hey, have you picked out a club to join yet? Doesn't sound like you have to or anything, but it's probably a good way to meet people.
No, I'm still looking. It's hard to decide on one.
Stand, bow. Be seated.
As I'm sure you're all well aware, the Erebonian Empire was driven to the brink of collapse roughly 250 years ago. This was brought about by the conflict we know as the War of the Lions.
A civil war lasting several years, staged over the throne of the late Emperor by the most powerful of his potential successors. But of course, I'm not here to tell you that. If I were, I think even young children would be able to pass this course. Rather, I'd like to discuss the effects this had on the Empire as members of the aristocracy were drawn into the war. Many hired mercenaries turned to looting and pillaging, and a similar trend could even be seen among some of the knights. The land was left utterly devastated, and morale was at an all-time low. But then, lo and behold, into this nightmare stepped a man willing to take a stand against this bloody war of succession.
His name was John Cena!
He was a wandering prince who began to rally forces from the outskirts of the Empire, and would go on to make quite a name for himself. And that name, of course, was Dreikel's Rhysei Arnor. He would later become known as Dreikel's the Lionheart, the 73rd Emperor of Erebonia, and father of the Renaissance. Not to mention the founder of this very academy. Dreikel's army was initially rather small in number, but as he traveled across the Empire, winning over the hearts of influential sympathizers, his forces rapidly increased. Now, the place where Emperor Dreikel first began gathering his army was... Reem Schwarzer. Would you care to tell the class?
Virgin City of Crossbell, Virgin City of Greyheart, or the Nord Highlands. And we're going to go with the Nord Highlands. It was the Nord Highlands, a region northeast of Erebonia. Very good, Mr. Sorger. Prince Dreikel's wandering led him to the land of Nord, where he lived with the vagabonds for some time. It was there that he heard of the civil war taking place in Erebonia, and those vagabonds of Nord became his very first allies. Yes, I got it right. Yeah! And she wrote it down. Guess he didn't need my help after all. AP increased by 1. So basically, by making good decisions, acting appropriately, and completing quests, you will gain AP, which is academic points. When you've accumulated enough AP, your rank will increase. The next time you report a quest, there are 15 ranks ranging from B7 to A0. And every time your rank increases, you will receive a perk from the academy.
Nice work, everyone. You made it through another grueling day of classes. In case you've been living under a rock, please don't forget that tomorrow is your first free day. It's not technically a day off, but there are no classes, so it's up to you what to do with your time. Why, you could go shopping in the capital if you wanted to.
That sounds like a
Or
day
just
off.
do what I do and sleep all day.
That sounds like a day off.
Wonderful.
Will the Academy's facilities still be open for our use?
Yes, I'd like to be able to use the free study area in the library myself.
Of course! This school shuts down for no one, so feel free to patronize any and all facilities as you like. A lot of clubs have meets scheduled for these free days as well, so anyone who's joined one should probably check on that.
I see.
I'll be certain to do so.
Also, before you leave, we should go over what's happening next week. On Wednesday, you all have your practical exam.
A practical exam?
What does that entail exactly?
It's part of your combat training. You'll be graded on your performance, so make sure you're well rested and ready for battle by then. Might be a good idea to do some training on your own time too, just to keep from getting rusty.
Interesting.
I definitely don't like the sound of that.
Oh, and one more thing. After the practical exam is over, I've got another important announcement about a major part of Class 7's curriculum that I haven't mentioned at all yet.
What? Here it comes.
So, whatever you choose to do on your free day, make it count for something. That concludes today's homeroom. Machias, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. All rise. Bow.
I'm a little worried about that practical exam next week. I mean, I'm still just getting used to the staff. I'd be happy to help you train if you need a sparring partner. The gymnasium looks big enough that I'm sure we'd have no trouble finding a good spot for it. That's very kind of you to offer, but I was planning on attending club practice there. Oh, you joined the club already? Which one did you pick? I decided to try for the band. Whew. Though I'm not sure how much you still have for a violinist. I didn't know you played the violin. Did you pick it up for fun? Yeah, something like that. How about you guys? Have you joined any other school clubs? I'm considering joining the art club. Art? Huh. Somehow that's not what I pictured for you. No pun intended. Do you have any artistic experience? I dabbled in it back home. Taught myself though, so I feel like this could be a good chance to learn proper technique. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'd love to see some of your work sometime. Boobs! I mean, Instructor Sarah. She's got some knockers on her. Now if you did this, watch. You can actually see her just going a lot faster. Oh good, you're still here. Instructor. Is there a problem? No, I was just hoping someone could do a teensy little favor for me. There's something I need to pick up from the student council room. Something you need picked up? What would that be? That's for me to know and you to find out. All I'll say is it's something absolutely essential to your school life. And somebody needs to go get it. Though it doesn't matter who. Any volunteers? Sure, I'll go. If I show up to in the student council room and tell them that you sent me, they'll know why I'm there, right? Wait, are you sure you don't mind? You two have clubs to go to, right? I'm still totally undecided, so this shouldn't be a big deal at all. I can look in on a few clubs myself along the way, in fact. Well, if you really don't mind, thank you. The student council room is in the student union building next door, at the end of the hall on the second floor. It's open until quite late, so there's no rush. Thank you, my dear. I leave everything in your capable hands. Okay. What are you doing up here, B? Being bored? That's not what I meant. You planning on joining any clubs? How about I help you look up? Too much work. She's a bit bored. Alright. The singing building is to the east of the main building. It doesn't seem like this is Stewart though, so maybe I'll head over there. So I can't just do it. Although this building, yeah, blah blah blah. That's the academy field. Yep. Gymnasium is used for general training purposes. There you'll find the pool and the training hall. These two facilities are managed by the swimming and fencing club. Such, the gym is usually a lively spot. Engineer building is back though. Yeah, there's the library. And then right in between that is the student building. So we are going to the library. No one cares, Marcus. Yep, already know. here. Front doors are locked. This whole building is closed up tight now. Probably for the best. Clear all the monsters roaming around inside. We're in here right now. I can't believe we got thrown in there. Some welcome. I have no real reason to be here right now anyway, so I should get started heading to the student council right. What was that? Is that just my mind playing tricks on me? No, there's something off about this place. It's definitely not just my imagination. All the more reason to keep my distance for the moment. I need to go to the student council room anyway. This is the gymnasium. There's an upstairs still. Really cool to watch like people swimming and stuff. Then you have it all up here. RKO out of nowhere. And then you go right here. It's the Academy Field. Lacrosse, and then horseback riding. Now let's get to the student union.
This should be the student union building. I know the cafeteria is on the first floor, but I wonder where the student council room is.
Hey there, first year. How's it going? Academy life been treating you well this past half month?
Oh, yeah, it has. Guess he must be a second year. It's not easy, but I'm managing. Though I have a feeling it's only going to get harder from here on out.
Of course it will. Your class is going to be more intense than the others, too. But you just hang in there, okay?
Okay. Wait. You're a second-year student, aren't you? Do you mind if I ask your name?
Hey, now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First things first, how about you let me show you this cool trick I've been practicing?
Trick?
You got a 50 mirror coin I can borrow?
I think so. Pretty sure I do, anyway.
Cheers. All right, watch closely.
Huh?
Now, which hand is the coin in? Left or right?
It's in your...
Too bad.
Guess you win. I'm usually pretty good at following moving objects, too. Though, wait. You said this was a trick, which means...
You catch on quick.
Huh?
Keep up the good work, man. You're gonna need to be pretty tough to get through a year with Sarah as your instructor. Oh, and, the student council room is on the second floor, furthest room back. See you around. Have a good weekend.
Wait! My 50... mirror. He got me. Andy seemed to know I was heading to the student council room, too. Somehow. Nice good. I haven't met many of the second years yet. I wonder if they're all like that. Oh well. At least now I know where I'm going. Though if it really is open late, I guess there's no real rush. I might as well see what else people are up to in here.
That being said, we are going to end this. Right here. For one, my dinner's here, and two, I got a piece. So this is Billy Madison from Billy G TV. We'll see you Saturday. Also, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I only have 20 subscribers.
Right.
So please hit that like and subscribe button and hit the bell for all notifications. And if you haven't checked out the first two videos, I recommend you check those out before you watch this. The next one, we'll be starting day one, basically, you could say. So, that being said, it's Billy G. Peace out, and the champ is out.